Hey guys, it's Mr. Selby. Just here to do a quick lesson on measurement. All right, and I cannot remember how to present this. Oh, here we go. Cool. So, hopefully you're able to see me and my beautiful face, as well as the geometry PowerPoint. All right, I'm choosing to do this on a geometry PowerPoint type thing because I do not, surprisingly, have a ruler that I could use to demonstrate this. The only thing I have is a tape measure, and I felt like that was like too difficult with the camera and everything. So I'm gonna skip that, and we're gonna go to right into the PowerPoint. All right. Oops. There it is. Cool. All right. So let's do a quick review from hopefully yesterday's lesson and the lesson from before that. All right. And please try and name 3 collinear points. Actually, what I want you guys to do is, if you can't do this right now, it's okay to pause the video, think about it for a little bit, and come back. I'm actually going to stop speaking for like 5 seconds to give you a chance to do that. All right, hopefully you paused the video and were able to figure out the correct answer. All right, name 3 collinear points. The answer is A, B, T. All right, as you can see, A, T, and B are all on this same line. All right, collinear means co, together. Linear means line. That means they're together on the same line. ATB, all right. BQT, Q is not on a line, so all the answers of the Q are incorrect. All right. Hopefully you got that correct. If you're having issues with collinear points, all right, please reach out. I can't say it enough. If you rewatch the videos, you don't understand. Even if you didn't rewatch the videos and you're like, I just need to hear from Mr. Selby, please come on Zoom. Please message me on Schoology. Do something so I can get there and help, okay? I can't help if I don't know you don't know. You know what I mean? All right. So you guys have probably seen a ruler before, all right? And this is a picture of a ruler. So it says find the length of AB using the ruler. Okay, so this is the ruler, all right? Does anybody know what this MM stands for? I'm asking that even though I'm recording myself, so nobody's going to respond. But it means millimeter, okay? So if you did know, congratulations. You are very good at knowing stuff. All right, so millimeters is a unit of measure using the metric system. All right, so as you can see on the screen, A is a certain amount of millimeters away from B. All right, so you use the ruler as a standard to figure out how many millimeters A is from B. All right, so as you can see, A is lined up with 0. So every millimeter over is in a millimeter, okay? So this would be like 10 millimeters. If B was here, it would be 10, 20, 30, 40. But as you can see, B is lined up with 42 millimeters, all right? Each of these dashes represents 1 millimeter, okay? So this would be 1 millimeter, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and if we kept on going, this would be like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all the way to 20, then to 30, and then to 40. And then you can just count 1, 2. As you can see, it's equal with 42, so I'm hoping it's 42 millimeters. Let's see if I'm correct. Ruler's marked in millimeters, as I said. Point B is closer to the 42 millimeter mark. AB is about 42 millimeters long. All right. Find the length of AB using the ruler. Okay, this is no longer millimeters. This is centimeters. All right. So as you can see, it's not 10, it's just 1. Okay, so it's 1 centimeter. And then there's dashes in between. So as you can see, if you count in between, this one would be 0. This is where it starts. If you count how many dashes there are in between each one, there's 3 dashes. Okay? All right, so that means if there's 3 dashes, that must mean that this middle one right here, okay, is 1/2 of a centimeter. Okay? And if there's 3 dashes, that means it is split into 4. Okay? So this would be 1/4. This would be the second quarter. Remember, 2 quarters is 1/2. This would be the third quarter. Okay? 3 quarters. And this would be the fourth quarter. Okay? So altogether, this is 1 centimeter. And each one of these dashes represents 1/4. The middle one is after 2 quarters, that'd be a half. All right? So if you look at this one, this is 5/4 of a centimeter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Which also equals 1 full centimeter and 1/4. Okay? All right? So as we can see, we're looking at A to B. All right, so it goes 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters, and then we've got these quarters. So there's 4 1/4, 4 2/4. All right, but remember, 2/4 is the same thing as 1/2. Okay, think about it in like a basketball game, an NBA basketball game, or a high school basketball game. Okay, 2/4 after the second quarter is halftime. All right, it's the same thing for the centimeter thing. All right, after 2/4, halftime. All right, so this looks like it's right in between the 2/4. So that means it must be 4 1/2 time. All right, so I'm going to say that AB appears to be 4 1/2 centimeters long. Let's double check on this. Each centimeter is divided into fourths, as I explained, quarters. Point B is closer to the 4 1/2 centimeter mark. All right, right there. As you can see, this half centimeter mark is halfway between 4 and halfway between 5. All right. Answer AB is about 4.5 centimeters long. All right, so this one is a great one for you to take your time, go over this one on your own, see if you understand kind of what's going on here, okay? All right, I'm going to give you guys about 5 seconds where I'm going to stop talking, and it's up for you guys to try and see if you can get this, okay? All right, hopefully you paused the screen, you were able to figure it out. So what this tells us right here is that cm is centimeters, okay? All right, and this is 1 centimeter, and this is 2 centimeters, okay? So we know we have only millimeters down here. So you have to use a little bit of prior knowledge on this. Okay, mm means millimeters, cm means centimeters. How many millimeters are in a centimeter? The answer to that is 10, okay? So 1 centimeter is the same thing as 10 millimeters, okay? So this could be essentially 10 millimeters if this was millimeter. So this is 10 millimeters, and this is 20 millimeters. So it's definitely not A. A is 2 millimeters, and that would be right here, okay? So we know it's not A. 1.8 millimeters is even less, all right? So that would be like right here. So it's definitely not B. 18 millimeters looks right because this is 10, and this is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That looks to be about 18. I believe C may be the correct answer. Again, 20 is too far. This is 20 millimeters right here. All right, let's double check. And it is 18 millimeters. All right, here I made a little cheat sheet for you guys that might be able to help a little bit. All right, so on this is for inches or when with just dashes, okay? So 1 dash is a 1/2 inch, 3 dashes, each one is a 1/4 inch, okay, or 1/4 centimeter, it's just a 1/4. 7 dashes is an 1/8, and 15 dashes is a 1/6. All right, and in fact, if I put it up here and go with 9 dashes, those are all 1/10, okay? And there's actually no need for the inches. Just say it's 1/2, 1/4, 1/8. All right, so if you guys want to copy this down or anything, take a picture of it, okay, whatever you need. As you can see, I wrote down mm is millimeters, cm is centimeters, m is meters, km is kilometers. There's 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter, 100 centimeters in 1 meter, 1,000 meters in each kilometer, okay? There's other ways to measure this. Those are the big ones, all right? So if you want to copy this down, I always think that's a great idea. Honestly, if you copy it down, then you can use it so all the time. You know what I mean? Copy it down and take a picture. Okay, if you just take a picture, you may not be able to use it on some things, you know, because we come back in the school building, you've got it on your phone, we might say no, you can't use your phone. Okay, you gotta use the paper that you wrote it down on. At the same time, if you lose the paper, it's good to have a picture of it, okay? Backup. All right. I'm all about making sure that you have as many ways to succeed as possible. Okay, so take a picture of it, copy it down, pause the screen if you need to. All right, anything that helps you get it done. All right, I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna assume that everybody has this copied for the duration of this lesson. Okay, all right, all right. Okay, so the length of ON. All right, as you can see, this is ON right here. All right, so that's 1 centimeter and that's 2 centimeters. Let's see, so we know it's not 1 centimeter because that would be here. Looks like it's 2 centimeters. Okay, let's see what other options. 2.5 would be 2.5. That'd be about right here. That's not that far. And 3 centimeters is definitely too far. I think the correct answer has to be B. Yep. All right. Let's keep it going here, guys. All right. Find the length of DE. Okay. So D. This is now inches. Okay. So this would be 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches. All right. So DE appears to be 3 inches. All right. So when you look at inches like this, you can count how many dashes there are and go back to your little cheat sheet. So it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, so there's 15 dashes before the 1. That must mean that these are all a 1/16 of an inch. So 1/16 of an inch, 2/16, 3/16, 4/16. One more way to help you out on this is that 4/16 of an inch is the same thing as a 1/4 of an inch. All right, that's why these lines are just a little bit larger. Okay, these are 1/4 inches right here, 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 and here, and here, and here. These ones that are almost as large as these, the 1 inch symbols are 1/2 inches. Okay, because by the time you get here, so it's 1/16, 2/16, 3/16, 4/16, 5/16, 6/16, 7/16, 8/16. 8/16 is 1/2 of an inch. Okay. So just like this would be 1/4, this would be the second quarter, okay, halftime, right in between the inches, okay? So let's divide into 16ths, as you can see. Point E is closer to the 3-inch mark. Answer DE is about 3 inches long. All right, find the length of FG. All right, FG. Let's count this. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3 dashes until the 1. So if you guys look at your cheat sheet, hopefully you're able to figure out that these are 1/4 inches. So that's a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, 1 inch, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 3/4, 2 inches, 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 2 3/4 inches. Let's check to see if we're right here. Each inch is divided into 4th. Point G is closer to the 2 3/4 inch mark. All right, FG is about 2 3/4 inches long. Looking good so far. All right, guys, why don't you guys try and pause this and do this question on your own. I'll go over it afterwards. I'll give you guys about 5 seconds to pause it and go over it. All right, hopefully you managed to figure out the correct answer. It is going to be 1 1/2 inches. All right, as you can see, this is 1 inch. And if you count these up, there are 15 dashes in between each inch symbol. So that must mean that it is broken into 16ths, okay? And if you count this up, this is 8/16, which is 1/2. So 1 1/2 inches. Okay, 1 1/4 would be here. 6 inches isn't even on this roller. 2 inches is too far. 1 1/2 is the only one that works. All right, another chance. I'll give you guys about 5 seconds to pause it and then go ahead and do the problem on your own. And then I'm going to start and go over it, okay? All right. This one was 2 1/4 inches. As you can see, again, there's 3 dashes in between the in between each inch symbol. Okay, that means it's split into quarters. All right. So this is 2 inches, and then another quarter, 2 1/4 inches. All right. So now we're getting into a little bit of adding here. Point M is between points P and Q, if and only if P, Q, and M are collinear. Okay. So just a quick reminder, collinear means that points on a line are on the same line, collinear, together, all right? All right. So we got X, Y, Z, all right? We have to, if we figured out what X and Z would be equaling together, we have 4 5/8 inches right here, and then 2 1/2 inches right here. So we add them together to figure out what the whole thing equals from X to Z, all right? And all together, it would be 7 1/8 inches long. All right, so you're trying to find BD. So just like the last example problem, you're gonna have to add them together to figure out how many millimeters long it is. Why don't you guys take a second now and see if you can figure it out. All right, let's get started. All right, the answer is 67.2 millimeters. If you add them together, 50.4 plus 16.8 is going to come out to 67.2. And from B to D is going to be 67.2 because from B to C is 16.8. From C to D is 50.4. Add them together because you're doing the whole thing. You're going to get 67.2. All right, that's all for today, guys. Hopefully you learned a little bit. All right, remember, if you're having any issues with this, please reach out. Okay, message me on Schoology. Message Ms. Cantwell on Schoology. Come to our office hours. Please come to our office hours, guys. Email us. Do something to get in contact. Okay. All right. I'm having a great time teaching this stuff. I hope you guys are having a great time learning it. Really missing you guys in the classroom. Can't wait to get you guys back in there. And hope everything's going well. Remember to stay happy, healthy, hydrated, and safe. And again, reach out if you have any issues or concerns. All right. Great job today, everybody.